Alright, what's up, fellas? This is Nick here. I got my boy Lewis here, aka Crimson.
Yeah, bitch.
So this is our first podcast, and we're gonna be talking about a cult called Heaven's Gate. So before we get into it, so what do you think when you hear the word cult? Like, what comes to your mind?
I mean, every time I've heard cult, like I just think of like evil shit, you know.
Yeah, same
Like
here. As in,
I feel like society has kind of like made it into like an evil word, I guess. Like I
yeah.
was learning about that in class also a few weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
How it's been like normalized. Like even like a scientific people don't call it a cult. Like they don't call groups cults because like everyone else is gonna see it a different way.
Yeah.
So like I that's what I think of. Like when I think of a cult, I just think like something evil in
Like some.
nature, I guess.
I have to say the same thing. Like some, like first thing I think of is like, oh, like some kind of satanic organization or something.
I don't really think
Like
satanic. I just think like just evil in nature, I
evil.
guess. You know, like
Sure.
I don't really think satanic at all because like I just think it's kind of like more like a group or something that
Uh,
has like a dark presence. But
yeah,
I wouldn't say satanic like just to say it is.
because it's so like just that one thing. It's
Yeah.
not like other
What
evil.
before we even talked about this podcast, like what like have you ever heard about like the Heaven's Gate cult or anything?
Nah, I never heard of them.
Like
Actually, no. I think my sister actually told me about them a long time ago. Cause I think I remember her telling me something about how there was like some kind of group, like some kind of group or cult back then. Also,
yeah.
that all I remember was that she told me about how they committed a mass suicide.
Yeah.
But this was like a while back. But yeah, it kind of brings it up in my head.
No, I barely like I figured out about them like last year when I was listening to a Suicide Boys song and I saw their cover and like I just like randomly looked it up and I was like, like oh shit, like this is like a legit like event. Like that's pretty I don't know, I guess it's pretty cool like they had like some history in the cover, you know?
Yeah,
Like it wasn't just a basic cover, like it
like they
had a
took they,
meaning.
they took inspiration from
Yeah.
them. Yeah.
Cause like their name's Suicide Boys and shit, you know.
Oh yeah, and they all
Yeah,
fucking
like
commit suicide.
not promoting any suicide, just like it's pretty
Yeah.
cool. But I mean, actually getting into this topic, I don't know,
Yeah.
like
So we're
what would you say about it right now?
like what I think of it.
What have you learned from it?
All right. So from what I've seen, they were an American. Well, from what I saw, I said that they were an American UFO religious cult based near San Diego,
Yeah,
and it was founded in 1974, founded by a guy named Marshall Applewhite and a girl named Bonnie Nettles.
yeah.
And so the thing is, this guy Marshall Applewhite, he used to be a
Fuck, bro,
soldier.
I can't. I don't give a fuck. But this is staying in there.
But
Hey, you guys
so
heard that like little voice crack?
I don't know, but I don't care. But
Fuck
this
it.
guy Marshall Applewhite, he used to be a soldier, and he was also the son of a Presbyterian minister,
Yeah,
and he also used to work at a university. It's called University of St. Thomas. I think it was in Texas.
yeah.
But he got fired over an alleged relationship with a male student. So yeah, he was probably like low key gay or something.
Yeah, like, he's probably like I think he was I don't know, did he ever no, he didn't have well cuz he also had his partner called what was her name again? Bonnie Nettles?
Bonnie Nettles, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if he had sexual relationships with her or if they were just partners.
I think they're just partners. I don't think from what I saw, I didn't see anything
Yeah.
like
Like
an intimate relationship between them.
just so you guys know, like Marshall Applewhite was the leader and Bonnie was as well. Um I would say that actually Applewhite had never was going to commit any of or further his actions until Bonnie like kind of convinced him
Yeah,
when she met with him at this hospital and she told him that like they were foretold to like to meet together and that was like their destiny, I guess. And I
Yeah.
don't know. I thought that was like kind of like crazy because they were both crazy people that met. Like, you know, it's
I,
just crazy. You
I,
know, like two people meeting like that. It's kind of like what a fucking coincidence.
I'd say she was crazier than
Than him,
more so
huh?
than him because
Yeah.
she's kind of the one that kicked it off for him.
Like she's the one
And
that made him believe that he was truly like on a different state. You know.
like on some divine mission or
Yeah, like
something.
he had like an altered mind or something. You know.
Yeah.
And that's why I was like, you know, it's fucking crazy. Like, it's crazy how people meet like that, bro. Like,
I don't know, like what are the chances at a hospital
yeah,
too? Right?
like, what are the fucking chances of two crazy ass people meeting, like, so that can happen, you know?
Yeah, it's crazy because she was a registered nurse too.
Yeah.
So like she wasn't a dumb girl. Like she was a well like educated woman. You
He
know.
he was I don't know, I'll probably show the clip here on this podcast in probably like midway through the podcast, but Applewhite wasn't a dumb character either. Like he was actually a really smart, well spoken man. Like,
Mhm.
you know, like people think a lot of these people in the cults are stupid because they get sucked in easily or whatever.
Yeah.
But like these people that we're talking about are like, you know, stable people, you know.
Yeah, like
Uh,
educated and stuff.
I mean, if you really want to get into their mental state, like they were like I think they were like theosophical theosophical people. Like
Huh.
they thought that like it pretty much means that they have deeper and spiritual realities that they think of, and that they think that those realities can be established through like their intuition, like what their intuition tells them that they're like, you
Oh,
know,
they
right to
believe
do.
it.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
what do they believe and their intuition, and like the revelation that they're gonna do like what they came here to do, I guess.
Uh huh.
Like they feel like it's transcending to like normal human consciousness. Like they don't consider themselves like a
Normal
normal human,
normal
you
people.
know.
Yeah, I mean that's all true because they because they went real hard in when they were studying the Bible, especially the Book of Revelation,
Yeah.
and they legit they legit started to believe that they were the two witnesses in the Book of Revelations and that they had been chosen to fulfill biblical prophecies.
Yeah, no, it's crazy because dude, even Bonnie had said that, like when they met in the hospital, they had said that they were, I guess like they had met in the past life or
Yeah,
something.
Applewhite told
Yeah,
her, yeah,
cause Applewhite, yeah, cause
he felt that he met her in a past life.
yeah, like that's it's kind of like, you know, like in their intuition, I guess, telling them that. Cause you know, like when those two people are close to each other, they kind of have like those auras
Oh yeah,
that they combine, and they're like, oh, you know,
they just sense
like I
it.
feel you and you feel me. All right, let's fucking carry out this plan. You
Yeah.
know, like
No.
that's pretty much what they did.
Mhm.
And like I think it's, I don't know. I think it's like it's kind of like, you know, like when you meet like someone else, like your friend, like or something, you kind of
Yeah.
know like you click with them.
Like you feel their vibe.
Yeah, or like have you ever met like a person you're like, fuck, I feel like I've known you since a long ass fucking time.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what it's like. It's fucking crazy that it happened with two crazy ass people, you know?
Mhm. And they they actually got their cult started up in 1974, but it was never called Heaven's Gate. It was actually called Heaven's Gate like very later on, like
Yeah.
I don't know if it was like last year or like the last few years that
Mhm.
they were around, but they underwent like several different name changes.
Why do you think that? Why do you think that? Like,
I don't even honestly I don't know why they kept changing their name up. I
like,
guess
like if you had to say your opinion on it, though.
uh maybe as like they started to believe in what they were like when they started believing in their own philosophy more and more,
Mm-hmm.
they started giving it different names that suited it better because one of the names was human individual metamorphosis. That
Yeah.
was their name of their cult. So I feel
So,
like over time as their beliefs like grew stronger, they
yeah.
kind of gave it different names to fit it more.
I mean, the first name, I didn't even know that they were called that, but like it kind of does fit their mental state, I guess. Because
Yeah.
like what, like they're pretty much saying that they're just gonna become other types of humans, you know,
Yeah,
like
like they're
something
gonna
else.
transform.
Yeah, they're gonna
This.
transform or something. But
Yeah. It's crazy because after a year of starting up their cult and gathering up some members, in 1975 they all met up in Oregon,
yeah,
and a bunch of the cult members, they sold all their possessions and they pretty much cut ties with their family, said like a final
yeah,
goodbye, and they left their family and they met up in Oregon, and they pretty much, when they went there, they went ghost, and they avoided all contact with like media and law enforcement,
yeah.
and they were traveling across the country, sleeping in tents and sleeping bags, and
Was
like
this
begging people
was
for
this
money.
afterwards or when
This
was
was in
this?
75. It was a year
Cause
after it got started up.
cause I know they had like a home in Rancho Santa Fe.
Oh, that was way later on though.
That was after that.
Yeah, that was like
Oh.
legit like 20 years after.
You said that they were getting chased.
No, so cause they start up in 1974, right?
Yeah.
1 year later, after they gathered up some cult members, that's when they all like they left to Oregon
Yeah.
after selling all their shit and cutting off their family and their past life,
Oh, okay.
and they met up over there, and then they went ghost because they already had a bunch of attention from like the media and stuff, and they believed
Yeah.
that kind of attention from the media was going to interfere with their purpose. So that's why
fucking crazy.
they went complete ghost, and they just started avoiding like authorities and like the media and stuff.
It's crazy how they had already like so much attention from the media. Like,
Yeah.
you know, a lot of cults nowadays, I don't really hear a lot them having a lot of attention from the media.
Yeah.
Like was that like how did that happen? Like, do you know or not?
Like how they got the attention?
Yeah, like the media attention. Cause I don't really know why they did. I didn't even know they were running away or stuff.
Honestly, I don't. Maybe they caught the media's attention because of how like crazy they probably sounded.
Yeah, or through their online website, maybe.
Yeah. I mean, I don't even know if they had their website up at that time though.
Oh, that's
But,
crazy. Like,
Yeah.
I also actually heard something a while back, pertaining to Applewhite, cause he wasn't originally Californian. Like, I guess like he had already been trying to recruit people for his mission.
Uh-huh.
Like, but he was never able to recruit anyone until he moved to California. So
Yeah.
I think that like kind of speaks like volumes, I guess.
About people in California.
Yeah, people in California. like you know, like, because a lot of people here are like, I don't know, I feel like it just has a different vibe, you know.
Cause like
Like
some
California.
California's a bunch of fucking weirdos sometimes.
Yeah, like there's a lot of weirdos in California and shit, and especially
Yeah.
down south, you know, like
Especially the hippies too. We
Yeah.
have hippies here, you know.
yeah, and like
I'm not saying they're weird.
like
no, I'm
yeah,
not trying
like
to say that.
like we're just saying like, you know, they're down south and like more open-minded people, so like he was
Yeah.
probably able to get some vulnerable people, you know, to fuck with his cult, you know. And I don't know, it's just crazy, like it's crazy that he was only able to recruit his members here, you know, like
in
that's
California.
yeah, like what the fuck.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like like I don't know, do you think that is just because, like, you know, the people
Honestly,
mindset out here?
I think it is the people's mindset out here, because you know, like people in different states, like they do have different like mindsets.
Yeah, huh?
You know,
Like
And
the city has
especially-
its vibes, huh?
like in California, because even with the whole hippie stuff that was going on too,
Yeah.
and that was in California, and a lot of the members in the cult, like
Yeah.
there were a lot of educated ones, but a lot of them also were already like longtime hippies, and they thought that they've been believing for a long time already that they would find themselves through spiritual means. Already.
Yeah. Like, you think they were doing like probably like you know, like a whole bunch of hallucination
Like
drugs?
psychedelics.
Yeah, psychedelics and
Yeah,
shit.
for sure. Hell yeah.
Like that probably like was like, cause like
Like
they're
influenced.
influenced it, cause like they wanted to go to like space and like.
Yeah.
Haven't you like watched like some videos on like psychedelics and hallucinations and shit?
Yeah.
And how like what do they really talk about, like when they talk about that?
They feel like they went to like a different dimension.
Like different dimensions, huh? Because this was
Yeah.
pretty much that they were trying to say how they were gonna go to a new dimension.
Like yeah.
Like, I don't know, maybe that like influenced some of the cult members.
Yeah, like they, well, cause they believe that there was a UFO following the comet, and that
Holy shit,
yeah,
man.
and that was like their salvation,
Yeah.
and whatchamacallit?
I knew that they said that they were gonna be rejuvenated, like, and that like the Earth was gonna be rejuvenated. I guess, like, pretty much saying that we're not, like, you know how like they said in 2012 we're all gonna die.
Oh yeah.
Like they were pretty much saying that for like 2020 something we were all gonna die, but they said rejuvenated instead of dying. You know,
Yeah.
to make it more persuasive. And they said that their only way to survive was like to leave their human bodies. You know.
Yeah. And that's the crazy thing too, because they committed a mass suicide, but they were against suicide. They
Really?
they were against suicide.
Oh,
They
I
simply
didn't know
thought they simply thought that they were freeing their souls from their earthly like bodies,
Yeah.
and that when they
Oh,
took
yeah, I get
because
you.
around the time they took their life because that was around the time that comet what's it called, a comet Hale-Bopp,
Yeah.
that's when it was coming around, and they thought that the UFO, because they thought there was a UFO following that
Yeah.
comet, and so when they committed suicide, they thought that their souls were gonna get lifted up
Yeah.
into the spaceship, and that the spaceship was gonna take them to heaven.
Shit.
That's
That's
why
so
that's why they called
crazy.
it Heaven's Gate, because
Yeah.
they thought that spaceship was gonna take them to heaven.
That's like, damn, like that's fucking crazy, bro. Like I don't know, I didn't know like all of that, like their actual way they were gonna get there or whatever. But it does kind of make sense though about how you said about like that.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, it just does make sense about, like, I don't know, I truly agree with it and shit.
Yeah, and it's crazy too, because before they committed their suicide, they had like one last supper, kind of
Yeah.
like in the Bible.
Damn.
They had the same thing, because
Shit.
yeah, they had one last supper, and they I don't know if it was the whole cult or if it was just Applewhite, but
Yeah.
he thought, like, he came up, he had a theory, because he was super into sci-fi shit like Star Wars,
Yeah.
and he had his own theory that that Mary was taken into a spaceship and impregnated with Jesus
Yeah.
in a spaceship.
Damn.
Yeah, yeah,
Dude, these motherfuckers were crazy.
yeah, and they also thought that toward in the end times, like towards the end,
Yeah.
they thought that they're gonna have like this battle with like demons,
Yeah.
which were like Luciferians. They thought that
Shit.
they're gonna battle like Luciferians
Yeah.
and stuff.
Damn. You know what's crazy about like that? Like, it made me think of, I don't know if you knew this, but you know how like we're going back to like the topic how he got fired for having like sex or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, I guess like when they were in the cult, he like managed to tell everyone like to not like, you know, like have human interactions, human ways, human this, human that, you know. Like, he pretty much was trying to isolate them from society.
Yeah.
And by doing that, like, he even admitted that he liked one of the guys in the group.
Yeah.
But like he was like, oh, like that's his like natural desires. Like, he was trying to,
his earthly desires.
yeah, like they were trying to rid themselves of impulses and all that.
Yeah.
So even like members of the cult were saying that they would get castrated.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if you knew
that.
that.
No.
Like, they said they were willing to get castrated to get themselves rid of it.
Damn.
Crazy,
That's
huh?
wild.
No, what do you think about that?
I mean, that just shows how committed they were
Yeah.
to the fucking cult, and how you said like they were cut off from society. I feel like that
Yeah.
played a large role in them believing their shit even more.
Yeah.
Because I mean, think about it, when someone's cut off from society, they like it completely changes
Yeah.
their mindset, you know, and their beliefs and everything.
Especially like just, dude, like just being castrated, like, fuck, you know.
Yeah, crazy.
Like that just shows the amount of they were willing to take it, dude. Like, this was not a joke to them, you know.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy. Like, put yourselves in their shoes. Like, they were legit. Like, they felt like that was like their true fucking destiny.
Like that was their purpose.
Yeah. I don't know. It's fucking crazy, but
Shit. And it's hella funny too, cause they bought there's I guess there's actually a thing called alien abduction insurance,
yeah.
and they bought that, and it covered alien abductions, impregnation, and deaths by
Shit.
aliens.
That's so that's so fucking stupid.
Which is it's hella funny, cause they're basically wasting their money on the insurance, right? But at the same time, like, say if that legit happened, like they actually got abducted by an alien or impregnated by an alien or got killed by an alien, they would get paid $1 million per person.
It's fucking crazy.
Like, yeah.
But the way to prove it, nah. You they wouldn't even be able to prove that shit.
Nah. Can't believe they would actually let a company start up like that.
Yeah, like who the fuck starts a company like that?
Yeah, and I think they had a good amount of people. I think it was like at least like 30, around 30,000 or like at least 30,000 people had that insurance.
I actually wanted to also touch up on the topic about why do you think people get sucked into cults actually?
I feel like, well, cause I feel like there was two sides to the like their members. I feel like a lot of them were like hippies, right?
Yeah.
And super spiritual people.
Yeah.
So with them, like they found like actual meaning in the cult and their beliefs.
Yeah.
So, and I feel like maybe if they took psychedelics, that probably like reinforced their thoughts too.
Yeah.
But and in fact on the other side too, I feel like the other side, because a lot of them were also educated people, right?
Yeah.
Like had like professional careers, because one guy was Richard Ford, who was a novelist, and when he joined, he renamed himself Rio D'Angelo. And
new identity.
Yeah, and there's another guy too that was the brother of someone from Star Trek.
Really?
Yeah, one of them was a brother of an actor from Star Trek. So they had like they're well off.
Yeah.
I feel like they probably joined because like usually when people have professional, not usually, but like maybe like pretty often when successful people with professional careers and like that good lives and all that, like sometimes they're hella unhappy.
Yeah, like I don't know if you heard the saying how because you know how people in like third world countries or people in third world countries and all that like even second world countries, like they have less suicide rates than like people in like California.
Really?
Yeah, and it's kind of because like the saying how like suicide is more for like the people that are well off. Like suicide is like a privilege for like the rich, I guess. Yeah. Because like I don't know, like a lot of people do, like a lot of people commit suicide or like they get more unhappy because they already fucking have everything.
Yeah, so that's the point I was gonna touch up on. Like I guess like they're kind of bored of life, or they lack a purpose in it because they already achieved what they wanted to achieve, or maybe they didn't even want that. They just wanted it because like it pays good or something.
And then also it kind of like brings in like it kind of like like because there's their surroundings don't really bring them into tough situations, so like they have more time to bitch about shit.
Yeah, and I feel like the cult kind of brings them some kind of excitement because money can't buy them what the cult offers them.
Yeah.
So that really like I feel like that probably like hella intrigues them.
Yeah, like they probably find it like they have something to do during the week or something, something to look forward to other than fucking like whatever
it gives them some kind of like hope.
Yeah, like and it's kind of like it's true because even like people in third world countries, like they gotta be tough, and they're still fucking happy. Like they're still happy, like even though they're living the shittiest fucking lives,
Yeah.
Like I don't know, like respect to them,
Yeah, because I feel like with them, they actually have something.
They have to be tough. They have to be tough though.
Yeah, and like they have something to like strive for. And plus, I feel like maybe they have, like I guess like stronger ties with family maybe because they're constantly having to work for each other.
Yeah, yeah, that is so fucking true. Like, everyone works together, especially
Yeah.
because like people in like dude like, even people here like that are not even like that rich. Like just nowadays in society,
Mm-hmm.
like I feel like people have disconnected.
Yeah.
Cause like like even like I don't know about you, but like my family, for example, like we don't usually meet up with a whole bunch of family members here.
Yeah.
Like it's just rare, like
I think that's how like most, or I don't know about most, but a lot of families in
majority.
America is.
Yeah, like it's usually just your family and a couple of people here and there, but not like when I went back to Mexico, like everyone's a little poor, more like everyone's poor,
Yeah.
So like everyone's always together, dude. Everyone's at the house. Everyone's fucking together.
I feel like they like value each other more.
Yeah, and they all contribute to the dinners and all that shit,
Yeah. So maybe that's how like the successful people felt.
Yeah.
That were in the cult.
More isolated and alone and shit.
Yeah.
I mean, I actually do know some psychological reasons why they join cults. One of them's called one of them's actually just because like how we're talking about people are stressed and emotionally vulnerable. Like usually like cults they love going for people like that, or like people that have no family connections.
Yeah.
And also people that usually like us, we would be targets, like college students. Like our prime example is because like their minds are still like in their forming stages. And they don't really know what they want yet, like we're not fixed on, oh, we want this or we want that. Like
we're kind of like drifting.
Yeah, we're kind of drifting, and that's like something they really want. And people, like how you said earlier, people think that like when someone joins a cult, like they're just like like, oh, they're stupid or whatever, they're easy, weak-minded.
Yeah.
Like a lot of these people are actually stable people, dude. Like because like humans under the right conditions are extremely gullible.
Yeah.
Like to a lot of things,
Yeah.
And like cults, they rather like they don't want unpredictable people to join their cults. And that's why they don't bring in like crazies, because they want like stable people to help out with the cult, like for their goals. People that can provide money, like donate money towards the cult for things they're doing. And if they have stable people, they have stable people. Like they don't have people that are like, oh shit, that guy's unpredictable. I don't know what he's gonna do the next time we meet up.
Yeah.
Like they want someone they can control.
Yeah, I mean everyone there was kind of like under check.
Yeah, and that is true because they also do that from the this way. It's called love bombing. Was pretty much they just give these people like affection like they've never like had before. Like
really?
Yeah, like they give them affection to the point where like they feel like holy shit, I'm special, like I'm worth something.
Yeah, I heard too. Like since they cut off ties with their family, like they were kind of family to each other.
Yeah,
like they were hella close.
Actually, I do have a point to that. That's actually another psychological reasons how they cut off people from their family, because it's called like the isolation method, which is like pretty much the cult tries to do things like they try to make planned events. Like they'll be like, oh, we're gonna go to, for example, we're gonna go this weekend to this place, and they keep adding and adding to this person's list. So this person feels like they're so fucking busy that they're just like they totally forget about their family,
What? Yeah.
Yeah, like
Fuck you.
Alright, no, but for real, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I don't know, it's like they got all this shit calculated, bro. Like I don't know, it's fucking crazy. Also like Applewhite, dude. Like he's he would be an example. I don't know if you know like high demand religion.
What's that?
Like high demand religion is like a fundamentalist ideology of like people doubling down on stricter rules and commitment towards whatever the fuck they're going for, So he was like doubling down on rules and being a little stricter on his people,
Yeah.
so they can like like he could actually have control over
like
them.
assert authority.
Yeah.
They say that he's weak. They're gonna be like, oh, like like.
Yeah, and the thing is, he didn't even have to show it through like, raising his tone or looking angry.
Like violence.
Yeah, because he had like he had such a persuasive, like, swift language. He knew how to string words together, to make these people follow him. Like, actually, I'm gonna play this little clip of him on this podcast right now, and just so you guys let me know in the comments, what do you guys think, if he's persuasive or not. Like, if you actually watch the video, he's pretty persuasive. I'll probably put the link under this podcast as well. But let me just play this audio clip for you guys.
I'll tell you about a kingdom level beyond here, and if you want to go there, then you have to follow me, because I'm the guy who's got the key at the moment. And it requires that you, if you move into that evolutionary kingdom, that you leave behind everything of human ways, human behavior, human ignorance, human misinformation. Now, breaking away from the world is not easy. It's difficult. It's tough. And breaking away doesn't mean that, I'm going to go live in some place with this little cult and I'll, spend time on weekends or at least on holidays with the family that I left because they're my no. It means that you leave that world behind. You even become another individual. It means that even the mind that you had as a human is aborted, and the soul that was given to you is filled with next level information, next level mind, and a new creature is born.
Oh, what do you think about that, man?
I was straight up for that. I think this fool like hella wild. Like this, like he's like I'm sure he's smart, but
Yeah.
I don't think he's all there in certain ways, because
he's like human ways, like, shut the fuck
like
up.
he legit thought he was different from, like he thought he was. I feel like this fool thinks that he's a whole different being.
Yeah.
But
I could actually tell from my speech class that I took like for my first undergrad class. They were mentioning how a lot of good speakers they like repeat, they repeat a lot. Like if you notice, he was like human ways, human that, and then he was like next level mind, next level this, next
level information.
Yeah, like all that sticks in the people's head, whether you like it or not.
And plus his wording too, because he's saying, like, because the way he describes it, he makes it sound like, because he does say like, yeah, throwing away your past life is hard.
Yeah.
But he says it as if like,
it's easy.
Not easy, because he does say it's hard, but because he says it right, but
I feel like he makes it seem like a happy.
He makes it sound like what you get out of that is gonna be even better.
Yeah, like the grass is greener on the other side.
Yeah, because how he says like, oh, like next level mind, like next level information.
Like I feel like in a way he's trying to make it less of a
like he's trying to sweeten it up.
Yeah, he's trying to make these people believe that, oh, like it's really better, trust me, like I know for a fucking fact it's better on the other side.
Yeah.
And like the way he, dude, I could actually tell, like, from this audio clip, I feel like someone like in the right fucking conditions could believe this shit so fucking easily.
Yeah.
Especially
if they're in like if they're like
they're in dark times.
Dark times, bad place in their life.
Bad place. This guy comes up to them and speaks to them for a while and then tells them his plan.
Yeah.
Nah, bro, that's a wrap,
I think that, because obviously that's how he got his people to join, but because earlier we were talking about, like, how did he get so much like notoriety in the beginning, and I just saw earlier right now when I was researching a little bit more, this was in 1975, so a year after they started up.
Yeah.
He did a speech. And it got so much publicity because of how crazy he sounded. And then, to many people's surprise, that's when, like, I think it was like 30-something people joined.
Wait, because of his speech?
Yeah, because of his speech.
Wow. You know what I heard about that too? About this guy? I heard that people were saying that like if like people were saying that he like if he actually wanted to become president or some political figure, he would have been successful just because his speech was so like well, you know.
I mean, I don't think he could have been president, but he could
No,
have been.
I feel like he could have been a really influencing person if he used his
Yeah.
ways for good, you know.
Yeah, he could have been. I mean, he already kind of was like some kind of influencer, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know about president, but yeah, like,
I mean,
like he
I
could have
mean,
been. He could have been like.
I feel like
a real
he
big-
wasn't in the right space for president.
Yeah, like, but I'm like you're right. Like he could have been a pretty influential public figure.
Yeah, cause a lot of like look at Hitler, you know, like
Oh, yeah.
Hitler, like he had such a good speech, you know, but he was like not there.
Yeah.
Like a person like
Crazy.
that could create such hysteria,
Yeah.
you know, with so much people.
Mm-hmm.
They could like I don't know, it's crazy, bro. Like when you look back at all these moments where people have been convinced to like, you know, do this, do that, go to war,
Yeah.
fucking kill a whole bunch of slaughter a whole bunch of people, you know.
Uh-huh.
It just makes you think like wow, like like people, some people really like have power through speech, man.
Yeah. It's also like kind of that mob mentality a little bit. Like how
Yeah,
if a bunch of people, if there's like a large group of people that believe in something, it kind of grows and grows.
yeah,
Like, cause people kind of they get real influence from that. Cause they see like, oh, all these people believe in this. Like maybe I should believe in it too.
yeah. And also I was also gonna touch up on how I feel like a lot of people know this quote by this, but about the Nikes thing, like how Nike banned the shoe, the black and white shoe that they committed suicide in,
Was it the Nike Decades?
something like that. I don't remember exactly
I don't know
the.
if that was their name. I think I saw that on there. I just didn't look too much into it.
Yeah, you know how much they're selling for now?
How
Like
much?
6,000, bro. Like on eBay, people selling them for that much.
Fuck.
But I mean, it's crazy because like you know, like it's crazy how like people just fucking banned it, like Nike banned it and everything. Like it
Mhm.
just gave them way more fucking publicity, dude.
In a way, huh?
Yeah, like
Maybe if they just left it alone, people would just thought, oh, they're just
whatever, you
shoes.
know.
Like they're just shoes.
Yeah, but that gave them so much publicity, like in a way they were kind of winning too, cause like maybe other people thought that was stupid, but like
Yeah.
other people would have been like, "Fuck, I wish I would have joined,"
Yeah.
you know?
And it's crazy because like how they all killed themselves, right? It wasn't just on one day too. It spanned over 3 days.
Yeah,
Because I think it was like 15 died one day, 15 the next, and then 9 the next day. So it was a
Shit.
span of over 3 days.
and in the house, right?
In the
Santa
mansion.
Fe? Yeah,
In the mansion, yeah.
yeah, man.
And it's crazy because I think
That's rough.
there's like, from what I saw, like 2 to 4, most
Yeah.
likely 2 members that are like most likely is still alive, like keeping the website running.
Yeah,
So I think that's like.
I heard about
too.
that too. How they're still trying to recruit members.
They are.
Yeah, I don't know if you knew that. They're like
Nah.
like there's like people out there still trying to like do the Heaven's Gate thing
Nah.
and join them on their next trip. It's crazy, man.
Shit. I don't know
Yeah.
if people, honestly, like, cause like you know how they were so like low key when they went ghost, like when they went
Yeah,
out of like the public eye, like even now like they're probably doing the same thing, you know.
yeah. It's like a lot of other groups, you know. Like we don't know what they're doing, you know.
Mhm.
Like for
Or how
example,
big they are. Like,
yeah,
they're
like-
probably bigger than they were before, for all we know.
yeah. It's kind of like how like I don't know if it's like you knew about the Aryan Brotherhood, like
Nah.
how they differentiate from like gangs.
Yeah.
Cause like normal gangs, like they represent themselves, like you know, like they want to show that they're part of a gang.
Or they're like with the color or something.
Yeah, like the Aryan Brotherhood, like they like they're low key, you know, like kind of like the cult.
Yeah.
They're low key, but they know what they're about, you know. They know like we're about this group.
Like they probably have some way to represent themselves, but it's probably super secretive.
Yeah.
Like maybe some kind of tattoo. or,
Yeah, they
yeah.
they have like a tattoo, but it's like really like low key. No one knows
Yeah.
about it, you know. It's
Yeah.
kind of like how the cult, you know, like they don't want no one to know about it.
Yeah.
But I mean, I what I think about the clip, man. Fuck, it's just crazy. Like knowing he had that amount of potential in his hands, like that amount of power in his hands with just
Yeah.
his fucking speech.
Uh, like I mean, if he got them to kill themselves, imagine what else he could have done.
Yeah, like in the long run, you know.
Yeah, like I don't know, he could have probably like had these fools act as like his hitman or something, you know?
This
With how
was I know
persuasive he
this was
was.
your probably like this was probably your first time just watching this clip before because I had already watched it prior to this.
Yeah.
But what do you think about him in general? Like just like his not his speech, but like just how he looks and everything. Like if you
Mm.
saw him, would you think like he was able to do something like that? If you saw him on the street just
Like
walking by
if
you,
it was like talking to me, or if he was just like a stranger walking
like just
by.
as, like a stranger and he stops by and he asks you like a random question or
Well,
whatever.
nah, hell no, I wouldn't. But if he was talking to me the same way that he was talking in the speech, I'd be like, honestly,
This was
I would get,
crazy, huh?
yeah, I get hella bad vibe from him.
Yeah, but it's crazy because he just looks like a random grandpa, you know? Like he just looks like a fucking grandpa, dude.
Yeah.
Like he looks like a librarian type guy. Like you just go into a fucking store and into a library, and then he's like, you know, like I know this book, I know that book, you know.
Yeah.
Like it's just crazy. Like you don't even know who. Like you expect a cult, like you expect some satanic ass person. How you said earlier, like
Hmm.
like you probably think some satanic person, but person was just so stable and normal, like all these other people.
Yeah. I mean, that just goes to show like you really don't know, like like how people like really are sometimes. Like you can see like this random person on the street and
Yeah,
they could turn out to be a fucking serial killer or something. Because even
yeah,
serial killers, they come off as like charismatic, you know.
yeah, yeah.
So
I mean,
like
that's pretty much what we have though for this topic. We're gonna wrap it up right now. We're probably gonna do a little more podcast based on your guys' feedback. Let
yeah.
us know what you guys think about this podcast, what we could improve on, and what other topics like you guys want us to cover on. And you got anything to say, man?
Now I just hope that you guys enjoyed because I enjoyed it too because like it was pretty interesting learning about this cult. Like I don't know, I genuinely got interested in it. Like initially I was like, oh, like weird ass cult, like it sounded kind of weird, but then actually I got kind of into it because it was completely different from what I thought it was gonna be. Like, I thought
Yeah,
there's gonna be like hella evil, but like they weren't really evil, but in a way they were fucked up in their own way because of like
yeah,
the suicides. But yeah, it's insane just diving into the minds of an organization and like the mind of a person like that.
yeah. No, I understand. I feel you on that level, you know.
Yeah.
But I mean, just let us know and let us know if you want us to make more.
Yep.
Give us some feedback, bro. Get and let us know like what topics you like, you know. So like
Yep.
you actually feel interested on topics you feel like you wanted to research but you never researched. We'll do
Mhm.
that for you.
Yeah. Well, that'll wrap it up for now. Just take it easy, fellas.
All right.